Hello everyone, now you will hear a brief summary of the movie Brothers. Enjoy the show. Twin brothers Moke and Jaydee are hereditary bandits. Since childhood, they learned how to crack safes to become awesome little bandits, augurs, and gain skills. At least that's what little Jaydee wanted. Mommy came home for lunch with her lover. They just robbed a train. Glenn, was shot in the side and thigh. The feast is cancelled because Kat is planning to hide from the authorities in Mexico. Before the escape, their mother gave her son some advice. Now they have to take care of each other. Can we come with you? Damn, you need to be saved. Kat gassed up and fed the kids road dust. Their catch is a handful of huge emeralds. And Glenn swallowed the stones just in case. 30 years have passed since that day. The brothers stole their whole lives, but Mook finally decided to quit. The little bandits cracked the safe and got their hands on rare coins. Unfortunately, the cops set up an ambush and caught, little Jaydee, and Mook just ran away. Jaydee served 5 years in prison and is getting out today. The guard Farful helped the little guy get his sentence reduced. True, on the condition that Little finds those very emeralds for him. He gave the inmate a phone so he could always stay in touch with him. I wouldn't recommend disappearing. Mook didn't waste any time. He married Abby, and soon they will have a baby, and he also got a job at a diner. The guy was hoping for a promotion, but instead, he got fired today. Someone called the manager and told him about Mook's dark past. When he got home, the guy saw his mustached brother. In those 5 years, he never visited or even called Jaydee. Little said that he was released in exchange for a favor. We need to rob some clothing store. Mock will easily handle that safe. However, the former thief has quit. He won't be tempted even by $3 million. Today, his wife's family arrived here. Abby's strict father adopted a white kid, and Jaydee got him high right away. The brothers got into a fight because of that. Mouk confessed to his wife that Little had actually just gotten out of prison and wasn't working in the Peace Corps. Jaydee had to go to the cheapest motel, and they were already waiting for him there. Farful started to drown Jaydee. The naughty little guy missed 17 calls from him. Where are my emeralds? Why is it taking so long? The fat guy pulled out an ultrasound machine and left his fingerprints on it. Jade. If he keeps messing around, his father, the judge, will send the criminal back behind bars for possession of a weapon. Good boy. Mouk found his beaten brother and realized that things were serious. He agreed to crack open another safe. Mouk lied to his wife that he and his brother went to visit some relative. During another visit, Farful found an inflatable doll instead of Jaydee's. And that phone was hidden in the toilet tank. His father was extremely upset. How did you manage to lose the degenerate, you piece of shit, Jimmy? The evil old man took the Uzi, and he ordered to find the criminal as soon as possible. While Jaydee was in prison, he got in touch with some madam who was all about the prison scene, and he decided to stop by and see her on his way. Beseda invited the brothers to come into the house and immediately dragged the little one into the bedroom. Turn on the music for the mood. The strange woman doesn't live alone. She has a companion named Samuel. Samuel is a big orangutan who loves to smoke and knows sign language. The primate immediately started to intimidate and pressure Mook. Jaydee actually came here for a reason. He needs a pass for the construction site. Samuel softened. He licked Mook's fingers and then shoved his hand into his diaper. In the intro, Guy showed him something inappropriate. Moke started screaming throughout the house, and Beseda decided that these two were animal rights activists. The criminals realized it was time to get out of there. The truth is, it's not that easy to escape from Samuel. I'm not going to kiss you. Come on. Get out, get out, get out. Poor Moke can barely hold back his tears. He's going to have to wash his hand for a long time. I can still smell that scent, and I'm hungry. Mouk saw the pass and realized that his brother had lied to him about the clothing store. He rummaged through his things and found a stack of letters from Mom. The brothers were talking to Kat behind his back. Not only that, he conspired with her to pull off some kind of deal. Why is Mom writing to you and not to me? I was afraid you would react too strongly. Mouk, in a fit of hysteria, threw things around and ran outside into the rain. Apparently, no, there's no safe and no crazy cop threatening Jaydee. So, their mom awkwardly came out of the neighboring room. Oh, damn. He dented my car. The doctors examined Moke and informed him that he was in the early stages of obesity, so he should think about getting some exercise. Kat thinks that Moke is being silly for being mad at her, since it wasn't easy for her while on the run either. The woman remembered how she managed to escape from the chase that day. It's just that her lover Glenn died. He choked on the emeralds during a sharp turn. The criminal dragged the body off the road. I buried it near the water tower. Kat was on the federal list, so she hid in Mexico for 30 years. She always wears gloves because she cut the pads of her fingers. Kat admitted that she came back because she's dying. Mook got upset and broke the sink in the bathroom. It's a tumor. She has brain cancer left, maybe a year or less. Finally, Jaydee admitted that it was all about the emeralds. They are worth $4 million right now, but for the job, he will need both Mom and Mook.
They should just get it on.
They just need to find Glenn's body and dig it up. Then Moke will be able to provide for his family.
Let's go.
I need to take a dump.
The family was drinking all night and passed out in the motel room. And Jaydee even managed to hook up with that girl from the bathroom. Farfel went out to Bezedza. She didn't want to cooperate. So the fat guy just twisted the woman's arm. Good thing Samuel was home and stood up for his friend. Mock sneaked onto the construction site and stole an excavator. Glenn's body was buried where the golf course is now, and the family was planning to dig it up right in the middle of the day. Soon they managed to find the body of the seasoned criminal. Mook shoved his hand into the corpse and dug around for a long time, until he finally found all the emeralds. It's time to get out of here because they're being chased. Fierce golfers in golf carts are getting ready to take down the idiots who messed up their course. They're armed with balls and clubs.
Is that a corpse?
The rich guys grabbed the little guy by the legs and hit the driver with a ball. One of the pursuers was knocked out with a thermos. Up ahead, a hard worker was toiling away. He tried to escape from those chasers, but jumped right under the wheels. A skillful movement of the bucket and the last car fell on its side. The quartet managed to escape from the chase.
Look at that! Glenn is still looking awesome!
During Glenn's funeral, Mook accidentally found out that it was Jaydee who called him at work and told him about the conviction. Mock got furious, threw the little guy into the pit, and started burying him along with the corpse. Kat tried to calm her son. The man recalled that his mother shouted when they were abandoned.
You need saving.
But he misheard her.
Need to be saved.
But she came back to help her son. Instead of a mother's love, at least she'll give him some money. However, the family has already been found by Farful. He grabbed Jaydee and restrained him. The self-taught guy stood up for his brother and started beating up the fat guy until he pulled out a gun. Jaydee kicked the emeralds into the bushes. Kat picked them up, but Farfel caught sight of her. The fat guy offered her a choice, either the stones or her kids.
Sorry, boys.
What?
All three of them rushed to run after the woman, but she made it to the car and took off. Mook believes that their mother lied to them, that she doesn't have cancer. Farfel threw the brothers into the car and threatened to lock them both up. Jaydee believes that Mom is really sick. Because of this, the brothers argued and started kicking each other. The brothers threw the fat cop out of the car and somehow managed to drive it in a compromising position. When Mook got free, the first thing he did was call his wife. Abby demands that her husband come home by dinner. Unfortunately, he can't leave Jaydee just yet. The judge has a gun with his fingerprints on it, and the brothers need to get it back. Kat sold the emeralds and was about to go on the run again with a bag full of cash. But the sons knew where to look for her. 30 years ago, the loot turned out to be more important than the children. Now the situation has repeated.
Just give us our share.
This is mine!
What the, Mom?
The greedy lady ran away again and hid in an abandoned shopping mall. An angry Farfel is heading this way. Soon Moke found his mom and grabbed onto the bag. During the struggle, the money fell down. Farfel intervened in the family dispute and opened fire with a shotgun. Mom suggested that Moke run away, but he refused to leave his brother and crawled to help him. The crazy guy is smashing everything around. At the same time, the building was surrounded by the police. The brothers confronted Farfel. Jaydee will give the money back if Fatty lets his brother go. But Moke is used to his family constantly abandoning him. So I decided that Jaydee and Farfel were in cahoots. They just want to get rid of him.
But I knew he didn't beat you up in the hotel.
You bet!
To calm Farfel down, Jaydee told him that their father thinks he's a complete loser.
And he'll definitely think I'm a rising star!
Both brothers grabbed onto the bag, but Farfel fired another shot and ordered them to throw the money on the ground. But those sneaky guys stuffed a pepper spray canister inside, which sprayed the fat guy in the eyes. A random shot, an explosion of the canister, and Farfel got pinned down by a falling Christmas tree. When it smelled like shashlik, Jaydee reluctantly put out his burning leg. Now we have to surrender to the police.
Really bad in prison.
Yeah, it's prison.
Kat took the shotgun and went to confront the cop herself. She will surrender and let her sons escape with the money. In the end, the woman admitted that she wasn't dying after all. Moke visited the judge and bought the ultrasound machine from him for $2 million.
You overpaid!
The ancient old man was thrilled with the pile of cash that he wouldn't even have time to spend, and he couldn't care less about what happened to his son. Moke gave the judge his share and was late for the family dinner.
I lost my job, but I'll find a new one. We'll get through this together until the end.
You say there was an orangutan there.
Yeah, I was jerking him off.
What?
Following Moke, Jaydee arrived. Because without him, the family dinner won't be complete. Melky also figured out how to manage his share. He set up a trust fund for Moke's yet-to-be-born daughter. Now all the money is hers. The truth is, they'll have to name the girl Blueberry. That's the name Jaydee put in the documents. A year later, the family visited Kat in prison so that the grandmother could hold her granddaughter in her arms. Moke noticed something. Along with Blueberry, she handed Jaydee 2 emeralds, which she didn't sell back then and kept as a reserve. Kat swallowed them before her arrest and now gave them to her sons.